YouTube, what is up? It's me, your boy, lemon flavored cough drop, back with another banger for you today. As always, you already know. Like, comment, subscribe, share, post it on Tumblr. Do whatever you gotta do to interact with this video, because it helps me out tremendously. Last night was the battle of the big cats. Alright, last night, Joe Burrow, Trevor Lawrence, Jags, Bengals. Battle of the number one picks. It was also the battle of two trash, mediocre, below average teams. I'm gonna call a spade, and that is exactly what the Bengals and Jacksonville are. Granted, Cincinnati's 3-1. I get that. The 2-0 at home. But you gotta look at the competition. It's a Viking team that blows leads for Kirk Cousins. It was a shocking loss against the Bears. Don't know how. They beat a beat-up Steelers team, and they beat a team that was 0-3. That's all they did. So the 3-1 could be subject to negotiation. Whereas Jacksonville, 0-4, but it's not a bad 0-4. It's not really a bad 0-4. Because what happens is, they play hard in the first half, and then they collapse in the second half. Because they had a 19-0 lead last week against the Cardinals and lost it. Then they were up 14-0 going into halftime and completely blew it. With that being said, I think both teams played well on both halves of the game. Jacksonville, first half was on lock. It was theirs. Looked like they were going to run away with it, win the game. Then the second half came out, and the Bengals went up and down the field, and Jacksonville looked like hot garbage. Which, just eye test, just tells you the two mediocre teams. With that being said, there is no panic on my half about Trevor Lawrence. None. The reason why is because he plays on Jacksonville. Had he got drafted to a better team that didn't already have a quarterback, say he was on the Niners, right? He wouldn't be 0-4. He wouldn't be 0-4. He wouldn't have as many intos. He wouldn't look like a rookie. Had he got put on or drafted by a better team. But that's what happens when you be the number one pick. When you're the number one pick, you're on a bad team. It happened with Joe Burrow. Number one pick, he gets hurt his rookie year because the Bengals don't have an offensive line. Baker Mayfield is on a bad Browns team, and they finally turn it around the minute they get a good head coach. In that first half, Trevor Lawrence outplayed Joe Burrow. Quarterback to quarterback, first half alone, point Trevor. Second half, all Joe Burrow. It was basically like watching two separate games. Because in that first half, you're cheering. You're a fan of football, not really a fan of the teams. You're like, oh, two number one picks, Trevor Lawrence. Let's go, Trevor. You're rooting for Trevor to succeed because you don't want to see him bust. Then in that second half, it's like, oh, show us why you went number one last year, Joe Burrow. Show us. Let's go pop off. They both did. The only problem, my only problem, with last night's game is that the teams aren't there yet. So you can't really see their quarterbacks fully 100% thrive. Because I guarantee you put Trevor Lawrence or Joe Burrow on a team with an O-line, they look and perform better. They will 100% look better. And like I said earlier, the Jacksonville's 0-4 isn't a bad 0-4. Yes, they've been blown out a lot. And yes, Trevor Lawrence has like 900 picks already. But that's okay. I'm going to let that slide. Because what I saw last night was a kid coming into the NFL, learning and getting better. I can see the process he was talking about after the loss on Sunday. He's going through his reads. The RPOs are working. The draws are working. He could go off script. He's got the legs. He's fast. He's smart with the ball at times. Sometimes it is like Trevor. Sometimes I'm like Trevor. Just throw the ball away, live to see another down. You're gonna fight for nothing. You're gonna get popped. But he's going through his progressions and he's looking slowly more and more like an NFL QB. He has the arm talent, the speed, the body. Outside of playing for Jacksonville, I believe Trevor Lawrence is going to be 100% absolutely fine. I don't know if it's Urban Meyer with these play calling or the fact that there's no one really there for Trevor offensively, and the defense for Jacksonville shuts down second half every time. There should be no reason that in back-to-back weeks you have a lead, a double-digit lead, 2-score lead, and you let the other team come back. So I can't really 100% put the blame on Trevor Lawrence for this loss. He did his job. He 100% did his job. He threw the ball. He made big throws. He ran and fought for first downs. He converted 2 big third downs to score in the fourth quarter to try to remotely give them a chance he gave them a chance to tie the game and almost gave them a chance to win the game. So on Trevor Lawrence, it's not him. Jacksonville, you're going to be all right at quarterback. Defensively, it is 100% a liability. There should be no reason the Jaguars lost that game. Joe Burrow, though. Let's talk a little LSU boy who lost the job at Ohio State to Dwayne Haskins. Had one good year at LSU and is now having a decent so far. It's almost been an actual 4-year gameplay. Joe Burrow is looking quite nice at QB. Again, outside of playing for the Bengals, Joe Burrow is going to be fine. I can see he's going through his reads. He's just athletic enough to run. He knows how to call the right audible. He has just enough of an arm to where he can sling it downfield but not overshoot his receivers. Yesterday, what I watched was 2 bad teams with 2 future great outstanding quarterbacks. If Jacksonville gets a defense, they'll be fine. And the Bengals are the third best team in their division. With all that being said, I'm your boy, Lemon Flavored Cough Drop. And I will see y'all in the next video. Peace out.